Yeah, so I wanted to talk about something for a hot second. I am watching this, I guess, I don't know if it's a news report or documentary, but it's called Mexico's Deadly Coca-Cola Addiction. Because if y'all don't know, I got a little sugar drink addiction, so I was like, let me watch this. Originally, it was talking about how people in Mexico, Coca Cola is like a staple drink, and how a lot of people end up having diabetes down there. Maybe it's because of their overwhelming consumption of Coca Cola, right? It was interesting because they were saying how Coca Cola is more available than water, which is crazy. But there was this part of this, I guess, news report where this guy went and saw a shaman. And, shamans are, I guess, normal in the culture down there in Mexico. This woman, and again, it's not too, how do I say this? So this woman is basically, she had some clients come in. These men came in saying that they had the issue of they had diabetes and they were hoping that she could help them, could heal them, right? She proceeds, she lights some candles, she praying. She got 2 bottles of Coca-Cola. She basically just, she's switching them. She's switching them over the candles. And she proceeds to open the bottles and give the drinks to these men to drink. Now, obviously, this does not sound right because they are diabetic. They're not supposed to be drinking pop or juice. And it's not funny because she was so dead ass. And she proceeded to explain that she ends up selling over 50 cases of Coca-Cola. Like, she be using Coca-Cola to bless people and whatever they come to her for. And I'm just like, that sound like you scamming them, and you not only charging them for your shaman services, your prayer, but you also charging them for the coke that they end up drinking with her. It's mad crazy, cause some stuff is very ingrained in people cultures, but that junk is so insane to me. How let me see if I can show y'all what I'm talking about, because I was really sitting here like, you cannot be serious. And the guy, he was like, I've seen a many indigenous prayer sessions and stuff. I ain't never seen nobody do nothing like that before. So look at this. She's saying she making an offering to God, right? She lighting the candles, and they talk about, some cultures they be doing sacrifice, stuff like that. But she praying. She praying to whoever she believe in. She talking about she offer the food, and see, look at her. Look at her switching the Coca-Cola over the candles to heal this man of his diabetes, right? So they opening it. She pouring them a drink. I'm not gonna lie, the glass bottle Coca-Cola do be good though. But he diabetic, bro. It's just, y'all, it's just so interesting to me. Cause I started watching, I was watching this other, let me show y'all what other video I was watching. Because I be watching all types of stuff on YouTube, to be honest. But I was watching this one, also, Exorcism Chronicles, the beginning is so freaking good. Y'all should check that out. It's on YouTube for free. But I was watching this. It's called Lasting Brain Rot Effects from Being Chronically Online. Bro, when I tell y'all that 60 minutes, it's like a 30-something minute episode. Watching that made me really think about how I consume way too much content and how I need to be doing stuff that actively stimulates my brain where I'm thinking more. And it's like, sure, creating videos and creating content can be helpful a little bit at stimulating the brain, but I was like, no, I need to do more stuff where I don't use my phone. Lately, I've taken into reading. Reading is really helpful with keeping your brain going and not just scrolling. And you don't realize the effects of it, because I guess basically when you scroll too much, that's how you end up getting brain fog, and that's how you end up forgetting things. And some people were sharing how their brain matter has changed because they're just scrolling, and they were explaining how dangerous it is to have your kids playing video games and using tablets and watching stuff all the time, because it does not leave room for the brain to be stimulated to grow, because you're just watching something, you're not actively thinking. It's causing a lot of people to develop like dementia and Alzheimer's, where potentially we could be seeing some catastrophic stuff in our lifetime where so many people are going to have Alzheimer's or have dementia because we are only scrolling and watching stuff. We're not actually cognitively thinking, and because we're not taking time to think, to develop our minds and maintain the elasticity of our brains and stuff like that, it could cause a lot of us to potentially have these issues where it could be problematic for society in general, because if too many people cannot cognitively think for themselves and their brain is not stimulated consistently and we're just scrolling and watching stuff all the freaking time, how is the society going to thrive if so many of us end up developing issues because we have not been stimulating our minds? It's just something to think about. I don't know, it's something I've never thought about before, but watching this documentary, it is so important to do stuff that stimulates your brain and your mind and not just be on watching your screen. So just keep that in mind.